everyone, and welcome to the sexiest podcast around, brought to you by the UK Colonel. I'm Madeline, and this is my healthy voice.
I'm Colleen, and this is my sick voice.
Don't let her tell you she has a sinus infection. Her rash has overtaken her whole outer body and has moved inward, into her throat.
First of all, you don't know my life.
No, but that's what surveillance cameras are for. Let's get right to the news, shall we? In campus news, there are ass tons of weird metal poles being put up all over UK's sidewalks. Reliable student sources report these poles to be both, quote, ugly as shit and, quote, painful to run into. Though we at the Colonel do not yet know what the end goal of these heinous pole putter-uppers are, we suspect the end times are nigh, and being paid for with our tuition money.
I don't know. I like them. They're nice for, aesthetics, I guess.
Certainly seems like this development is polarizing.
Shut the fuck up, Jeff.
In other campus news, UK now has 30 reported cases of mumps, 13 cases of meningitis, 12 cases of womeningitis, 7 cases of whooping cough, 4 of bubonic plague, 11 of smallpox, 3 of cowpox, 2 of sheeppox, 6 of alligator pox, and 47 students with what they claim is advanced senioritis, but what actually is a literal case of the metaphorical plague mentioned in Edgar Allan Poe's Masque of the Red Death. Here to talk about this variety of outbreaks is Dr. C. Germs from the UK Clinic.
Get your fucking vaccines! Thank you.
Very succinct. Thank you. Any, follow-up statements?
Oh yes, I almost forgot. Wash your fucking hands!
That was enlightening. Well, back to the news.
There are quite a few new clubs on campus this semester, and we've been asked to enlighten our listeners about the variety of organizations they can join if they need an extracurricular to fill the dreary, dull, pointless time in between reading our newspaper and listening to our podcast. For one, we have the Knitting with Canoodles Club. Knitting with Canoodles is a great combination of the culinary arts and the craftinary arts. Participants first learn to make their own noodles from scratch in a variety of shapes: angel hair, devil hair, bow tie, necktie, TIE fighter, macaroni macarena, and of course the electric slide. After making and boiling their pasta, but before they mix in the sauce of course, members of this club use additional uncooked noodles as knitting needles or crochet hooks to create a deliciously warm sweater with the noodles they've already cooked. What a marvelous fusion.
There is, of course, the Pokemon League, where a bunch of fucking nerds gather in the honors basement and play Pokemon. Not on their computers or with cards or anything. Each participant dresses up as a Pokemon and spends years training with electricity, water, and other powers. They fight until someone dies. It's a pretty great club, actually. My roommate's in it. Well, my roommate was in it, technically. She's not in much of anything anymore.
Fans of Passe fans might want to check out the Planking Club. Founded in 2011, this organization consists of lying face down in places on campus. Members have been frozen in this position since the fad died out 5 years ago. Not to fret, though. The Office of Student Involvement has announced plans to use Planking Club members as building materials for the new student center, so you'll be sure to be integrated into campus life.
I have here that we have a very special birthday announcement for a very special young man. On February 29th of this year, little Billy Little is having his 5th birthday ever. With his mother's permission, we brought little Billy into the Colonel Studios to talk about his big birthday plans. Billy, what kind of party do you plan on having to celebrate turning 5?
The party's gonna be sick. There's gonna be dinosaur streamers, pin the tail on the donkey, a race car, piñata, strippers, fun grab bags for guests, ice cream and cake, pointy birthday hats, those things you blow that make noise and hit people with their curly paper bits.
Wait, you said strippers? You're only 5, Billy.
Oh, no, not strippers. You misheard. Strippers would be inappropriate, of course, me being 5 and all.
Oh, that's a relief to hear then.
I said liquor, not stripper. Liquor. Like booze. We're gonna get super wasted. Also, there's going to be hookers.
In other news, I'm sure you've all heard about the FBI trying to get Apple to create a backdoor for its iPhones. While we here at the Colonel support Apple's decision, we thought we'd bring Steve Jobs in to get his opinion of the debacle. So, Steve, how do you feel about Apple refusing to violate its users' privacy?
Told you this was a bad idea. We should put him back. The smell's getting really bad.
Yeah.
Now let's hear from our special guest. Now let's hear from our next special guest. He's the handsome new star from a brand new cooking show premiering this Sunday. Let's give it up for Dick and Around.
Hello there.
Dick, can you tell us a little bit more about your new show? It's a cooking show on HBO, is that right?
That's right. It's the sexiest cooking show you'll ever see. Tune into HBO to see me pork some pork, if you know what I mean. Really bone some T-bones. Really screw the stew.
That feels dangerous.
I thrive on danger. What's life without a few soup burns on the body part that matters to you most?
Good! Life would be good without that!
You wouldn't understand. You've never banged a mango, humped a cucumber. A cucumber. Fucked a roast duck.
You're not wrong. And what's your show called again?
The Master Baster.
I'm becoming increasingly uncomfortable, so we're going to take a break right now and hear a few words from our supporters.
Here at the Creative Kayak Store, we think big, and our latest product is guaranteed to leak into your lives. Sponge kayaks. Sponge kayaks are the greatest invention since sliced bread kayaks. What an unsinkably great idea. I mean unthinkably. Sorry, the speech therapy isn't doing so good. Holy cow, these kayaks are great. Squishy, porous, made with all natural plastic polymers, polyester, and coated with the finest lead straight from Flint. If this doesn't float your boat, I don't know what will.
You've heard of man-man. You've heard of man-man-woman. You've heard of man-man-woman-bat. You've heard of man-man-woman, bat-spider-pig, Batman-spider, Iron Armadillo-man. But now, hold on to your britches, because there's going to be a new radioactive mutant superhero on the loose. Man-Man Child Boy. He's the most man-like, boy-like superhero to ever fail to develop object permanence. He has the strength of 2 men, both of whom are infants. See him in action as he stops crime with a single, heart-shattering baby screech. Watch as he stands, dumbfounded in front of an elevator, entranced because the horrid machine just keeps creating people from the void. Observe as he cries for hours on end because his mother keeps disappearing behind those godforsaken hands. Man, Child Boy. See him in theaters today.
And now back to the news. In sports news, guys, do we care about sports? I don't know. We're not doing a sports section this time.
In weather news, this last week has featured some record-breaking winds on campus.
She said breaking wind. Everyone fart on her.
Yeah, get her!
No.
Take that! And that!
Well, isn't this an unfortunate circumstance you're in right now?
That was so bad I lost the enthusiasm necessary to fart.
Oh, Jeff, you wind me up.
Colleen, you made a pun. Everyone, she made a pun. She's been contaminated.
No, you couldn't even tell it was a pun unless you were reading the script. Wind and wine don't even sound the same. No, please don't get the Punisher. I won't do it again, I promise.
Sorry for being such an old windbag.
I mean, you can get the Punisher for him, that's fine.
Pun it, sure thing. Ah, ow, no, wow, no, this is terrible.
And now, hold on to your panties.
Punties.
No.
It's a pun that exists because of itself. Like, it wouldn't even make sense if it didn't exist. That's what makes it so beautiful.
Shut up. And now, hold on to your panties, because we have a special sneak preview of Katie Girl XXX less than 3's latest erotic novel, Getting Off on Floor 69. Floor 69 is guaranteed to make you swoon.
Oh, Francisco, I didn't know I'd find you here. You should have known. You always push my buttons. Your presence always seems to get a rise out of me.
Oh, Francisco, the swooping feeling in my stomach. Kiss me, you fool! Oh no, what's this? Has the car encountered some friction in the shaft?
We better lubricate the cables. Actually, maybe we should press the call button. Girl, you're so hot. You're on fire!
No, wait, that's the building!
Getting Off on Floor 69. It's wrong on so many levels. If you liked that little snippet, be sure to tune in next week for an excerpt from Jumping to Conclusions, a novel about sultry trampoline instructor Valentina and a pupil whose flexibility only contributes to the tension in their relationship.
Okay, we're gonna introduce the newest member of the Colonel's staff, Madame Flubiddly Booble, the replacement for the recently retired Madame Flooble. Take it away, Madame V.
Eggs. 2 dozen large scrambled. Bread. Sara Lee, white and pre-sliced. Lobsters.
Lobsters? Well, it's not a...
Yanked wriggling from the tank. Kumquats.
Aquarium?
Okay.
Raw, unmarked, and pure. Madam V? I was just reading the new recipe for the lovely listeners. We hired you for your psychic ability to determine horoscopes, not your magical ability to create recipes on the fly. Oh, dang, just a sec. Shit, could have sworn I bought the charts. Anyway, Virgo. You will buy eggs. Pisces. You will buy bread. Capricorn. You will buy cinnamon. Aries. You will steal all of the ingredients that Pisces, Virgo, and Capricorn just bought to make some lovely French toast. Taurus. You'll find something squishy in your left sock. No, not that one. No, my left, not your left. There, see? That's the French toast that Aries just made. This is why you shouldn't walk around without shoes on. Sagittarius. You will buy syrup today, then have it ripped savagely from your hands by a fork-wielding Aries. Scorpio. Hide your powdered sugar. Thanks, Madam V. For more news, horoscopes, and other assorted nonsense, our Twitter is an excellent place to be. Our handle is at UKCOLONEL, or you can go to our website, theukcolonel.org, or you can try to find us on YouTube. To find it, simply Google, why the fuck does the UK Colonel have a YouTube, and then disregard all the results you get. Give up, and go to our Twitter to find the link. That's what I do.
More importantly, find our latest print edition in a dorm, lecture hall, library, or Qdoba near you anytime after February 29th. There's no better way to celebrate the beautiful month of March than by marching your roommate forcibly to the nearest newspaper stand and making them read our magnificently shitty headlines with their very own eyeballs. The UK Colonel, now made with 100% organic, free-range newsprint, and 30% fewer bees than our last edition.
Bees?
Make sure to tune in next week for the Hawk Eating a Chipmunk Without Even Using Utensils, the radio show. This is Colleen, signing off.
Peace out, Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, Scouts of all genders, Scouts without gender, Scouts with gingerbread, Scouts without gingerbread, Scouts with something weird stuck up their nose. Peace out, Home Scouts.
Previously consists of satirical content or fictionalized and personages fictional, except for public figures whose likenesses were used fictitiously. The opinions expressed in the segment only reflect those of the University of Kentucky, the Kentucky University, the University of Kentucky, the University of Kentucky, Kentucky Girl with a K, Kentucky Girl with a silent Z, Elephant, Carpaluti, or Gingerbread Scouts.
My pancreas is filled with bees.